Hello and welcome back. Okay, so I had some decisions to make with the new guys, Alvar and Sven. We'll see if I can actually keep them around, but I've made decisions. So Alvar here will be a duelist, going with parry, and I've decided to go with flails. I could have gone with something else had I been happy with flexible, but I think I'd like to get nimble, which means I cannot purchase another type of specialization. And for now we'll just take Colossus, which is a safe and boring option, but like I said, it's safe. So let's take Colossus. Helps with the nimbleness. And this is what we'll go with, and there's some things marked in blue which are maybes. Now I might still change my mind, but for now the plan is to go with Flail Duelist, because that's how it is. And we'll probably go with one of these flails instead. We still don't have a famed one-handed flail, and I lost the two-handed flail, the famed one that Gerbold was using a while ago. But yeah, that's the plan. And for Sven, I've decided to actually go with Axes, so I do need to buy that. Now the reason for that is that I think the other option that would have made sense would be Cleavers here. But I already have two Cleaver users, though one of them, Dieter here, is still using this famed axe because I don't have a military Cleaver. And speaking of this axe, I want someone to use it, so that's most of my rationale for going with an axe duelist here. I'm not entirely happy with this because he doesn't have Berserk or Second Wind or Unstoppable. But I think we'll go with that. So yeah, I need to decide on... Well, I guess we get the first axe perk here as I purchase the axes. So yeah, my ideal would be to just go with like a two-handed weapon. But I want to get most out of pattern recognition, which means attacking more. And since I have this axe, I definitely want someone to use it. Now, I might at some point find someone who's far more suitable for using it, but for now, I think we'll go with that plan. And of course, we can find more famed one-handed axes, maybe an orc axe, in which case, maybe with battle flow, and decisive Sven could use that. And we can also use the inspiring presence positioning to get more action points on occasion. Anyways, let's get him those axes. There were a lot of things I could have done with both of those guys, but let's go with these. So now he has axes, and I will go ahead and take the first axe perk, which is Dismemberment. So I could also go with Colossus, let's see. Since he's going nimble, like Alvar here. But when inflicting an injury with an attack, if you meet the threshold for the lowest injury, instead inflict one with the highest threshold. Gain plus 20% chance to hit the body part with the most temporary injuries. Now, I'm not exactly sure just how good this is, but surely it's decent. Let's try it. And then I will take Pathfinder, I think. Alright. And I suppose we'll also give him the Reach Axe that I have here somewhere. The Halberd, yes. There we are. So decisions have been made. It was not quite as difficult to make those decisions as it was with Dieter. But yeah, I could have gone many ways with both of those guys. We might still go with Trickster's Purses with Alvar, but I could have done something with offhand training, maybe. And with Sven, of course, I could have gone with the two-handed route and, I don't know, just accept that he's going to hit maybe once per round most of the time. Or gone with like one-handed maces or swords, but I don't know. I think it makes sense that since we have that good axe, that someone's going to be using it. So there we are. There we are, and since this is a long campaign and will continue to run, it's entirely possible that they die at some point and I end up getting new guys, but the axe will still be with us. May the axe be with you. Alright, so let's see. I've sold things, I have enough resources. Now let's do something. I guess we need another indebted again, so go south. The sacrifice was on day 249. So there's still time though. We are on the trading ambition. Let's go to... Actually, this place is probably doable. Retreat of the Harvester. It's possible it is as tough as this place was, which we skipped though. There might be something new that has spawned in this area though. Let's go take a look. And then we'll go to Dornberg. Probably. Also, there might be a point in visiting this place, Finstervale. Also, I found Plunderer's Camp. Okay, Hedge Knight, Swordmaster, many Brigand Highwaymen, some Sharpshooters, Robber Baron. Robber Barons are tough. I will take this fight, I think. But I shouldn't underestimate it. We've learned how badly that goes. So the Highwaymen are quite tough as well. I think that's a nighttime battle, if I do take it. I did just say I will take it, but I need to make sure that I don't get someone killed for no reason here. Nets will be something I want. Swordmaster kind of demands them. I mean, it's only brigands. What can go wrong? Well, we thought the same about nomads a while back, and we barely won that. Barely. Where we lost, it seems, 4 people. So the Robber Baron is... yeah, he's going to demand a net. He's extremely tough. So, were I a prudent man, I might skip this fight. Am I that prudent? So how many is that in total? Let's see. If they're high roll. It's going to be like near 30. That is a lot. That do be a lot, so I can wait a bit until some of the new guys are leveled, and then we could take this. So yeah, it's going to be 25 plus probably. If my math is correct. I was pretty good at math at school. So I wonder how tough the Highwaymen will feel with this lineup. With Gerbolt's heavy flail, I would definitely take this fight. I don't know. It's a close one. It's a close one. So it's pretty likely, I think, that we'd have casualties. I should probably avoid risks like that at this point. Let's go take a look at this place. I don't know. I'm saddened by my cowardice, but I would like to also keep the run alive. Well, it's going to be alive, even if I somehow wiped there, but... Okay, this is also tough, but... yeah, I think we can do this. 3 necros, though, if there's 3. Then it gets really tough. I don't have any way of getting to the necros. So they're going to be possessing and praising the soldiers and heroes. If there were 1 necro, I'd definitely take it. I am such a milksop. Livered. Part of me wants to take both these fights and the other part doesn't. So I'm leveling Friduhelm. I'm leveling these guys here. And Horik. And some of the high level people are a bit iffy. I'm also leveling Niels. Okay, I'll be a coward. I don't know, you be the judge. Am I too much of a coward here? I think we've taken a lot of risks in this run and it hasn't really paid off. Okay, Sven is getting converted, that's nice. So now we only have one person to be converted. So let's see, where is Sven? Which one are you? You're this guy. I'll not add any pluses to him yet, unless he rolls very well. Anyways, like I said, let's level these new guys a bit, and then we can take risks again. It feels so weird that a Necromancer camp on day 255, this close to civilization as well, is something I'm scared of a bit. But that is the case in Hardened. So why is this guy still here? You should be dismissed. I also would like to get some... Well, obviously we are still looking for a famed flail, for example, for Randulph. But we're also looking for like a famed gun for Adelmar, that would help a lot. I have these powder bags here waiting, but I haven't found one. So let's see if I can get like a caravan going to a place where we can get that. Or find it naturally, so to speak. Au naturel. Okay, let's go to Wesenstadt. So I suppose the plan is to go to Padim here. There's also this Nomad hideaway here, as well as this place, but I don't think we can do those unless they've spawned a patrol. Kalle and Horik. Well, let's see. They need to be stellar for me to want to keep them. This guy is not stellar. This guy is also not stellar, I don't think. So, thanks for trying. Well, at least we are kind of in the point of the run where we can try to find these dumb backgrounds, like Sven here, who was an oath taker. Even though I still don't have cocaine. Mr. Whaler Caravan and go to El Hadet. Probably skip both. Where the hell was Finster Whaler? Okay, I skip, I think. We are still looking for a capable tank, of course. We try to find that. Probably someone who gets converted instead of finding a cultist. I mean, these guys could both be alright as something. But let's hold off. Based on what we saw there. Let's try to get Alvar converted. So, not sure what I was looking for. I guess those tanking perks. Let's go down. So a lot of fights that I've skipped that we could do, but the reason for skipping was the very real possibility of casualties. Disbanded troops here. Some kind of contract which we probably skip. Okay, so Well, I did just say that I should cool it. So this guy has Night Owl. He might also be dumb, but I don't know. Should I try that? How about this one? Baldric, the sellsword. Let's see, can he be dumb? Yes, he can. He's not dumb. Okay, Rainer the Sergeant is dumb, so he can be converted. He has shields. And he does have Underdog. He could maybe be someone to tank. Let's think about it. As a retired soldier, though, his attribute ranges are perhaps something that doesn't necessarily play well with tanking, especially the hit points, so he would need to have stars there. He's also huge, so that is damage dealing instead of tanking. He also has the leadership perk tree. I will see how he is, I guess. 2-star melee skill 66. Okay, he might be a keep. 1-star hit points. Let us strip him naked and think about this. We will evaluate your naked body. Alright, let's see. So, nearly max rolled the melee skill. Absolutely mean rolled. The melee defense plus gets -5 from being huge, though. That's sad. So he can't really be a frontliner unless he rolls like a god or I give him shields. Hit points max rolled. And otherwise, I don't know. Also mean rolled the range defense. So I guess ideally he'd be like a polearm. But I already have 2 polearms. I mean, I could have 3. That's fine. So we'll reach 96 melee skill. I don't think I should skip him, probably, but I definitely will get professional. However, so there's some reach possibilities, like a pole mace. And he does have weapon master. Okay, let's go ahead and take professional. He gets spears. Okay, I'm not really that enthralled by that. But fatigue-wise, it makes sense. And like I said, he has weapon master. And then I take student, I think, or Colossus. So yeah, he's not fantastic, but yeah, I'll probably keep him around. But yeah, let's see how he rolls. Starts with +1 melee defense, so he needs to be a backliner if I keep him, probably. Or I go with the shields, but not sure I'd like that. Starts pretty badly with the rolls. So were I to go with shields, he could do spear volleying, but with this fatigue, well, he does have finesse. He does have pattern recognition to help him with the defenses. So he could use a backline spear, and then with the Quick Hands Weapon Master switch into a pole mace, for example. That's a possibility. Yeah, he could be a lot better. But I think he might be good enough for now to stick around. Not sure if that's wise, necessarily, despite his very nice melee skill. But yeah, if I purchase polearms, then he's definitely far more usable, as I can almost guarantee attacking twice. He does have Vigilant, he does have Decisive. I mean, I guess I'm getting Decisive pretty much always, so let's mark it in green. Vigilant in blue. He has a star in hit points. I could go with heavy armor and go with the spears that he got, and then we'll rely on spear flurry. So base fatigue is 86. If he goes nimble, I mean, as a backliner, I guess it works, especially if I take Colossus. I would be far happier with spears if he had unstoppable berserk, something like that. Or if I had like a famed goblin pike, which counts as a spear as well. Anyways, is he taking initiative ever? He goes with flexible, then I suppose probably yes, because that helps there. He could go with that, and as a backliner, even if I don't go with initiative, it's not that big of a deal, I guess. He could be a dodger in the backline, which is slightly weird. Slightly. If he had stars in Resolve, I might consider Rally, but he doesn't. I don't think I want to go with Duelist. So we'll go with two-handed weapons, probably. Which means Formidable Approach, maybe. But yeah, with this amount of melee defense, probably avoid the front lines, even with the pattern recognition. Though the pattern recognition does incentivize the lower AP weapons. So Goblin Pike is 5 AP. That's not really a fantastic weapon at this stage in the game, though. So, yeah, I guess he would also like to be a pole armor for a lot of reasons, so 3 pole armors, maybe? Maybe. We'll see, we'll see. I can kind of do similar things with backline spears, but not as many times is the thing. So he does deal damage from the backline, but he's kind of flimsy. Can't do everything. Starts with a min roll for both melee things. He has stars in range skill. Is there any point in making a thrower hybrid out of him? Potentially, maybe. Maybe. It's a lot of perk points, though, and I don't know, feels like a waste. Especially if I go pole arms. So don't think so. I'll take the melee skill, I'll take the hit points. And I'll take the initiative. Let's keep the flexibility probably as the thing to go with. And decisive helps. Alright, so here, do I take... I guess I take just student. Let's delay the decision. Okay, he min rolled again for both. The melee defense doesn't matter, but he's starting to annoy me. So if I go with Paul's, if he's around, I don't know. I guess I want some more fat. He does have finesse though. Maybe not. Maybe I don't need more fat in that case. Take the hit points, take the melee skill. Well, sure, let's, out of these options, let's take the fat. Let's be fatter. Okay, not fantastic. Not fantastic, but maybe good enough to stick around. I don't know though. Since I already have 2 pole armors, he's competing against the next famed one with Horik. A long while ago we saw a decent, not fantastic, famed polearm at a shop and I skipped it. Now it would be nice to have. So 94 is the current projected melee skill. Plus 10% damage from huge. Well, we'll have casualties, surely. We'll keep him around for now. But he's not really what I was looking for, since I'm looking for a tank. And I keep finding these kind of usable, but not quite stellar recruits. Well, at some point I'll take some risks again, and we can get people killed. Let's give him some training. Not you. Where is he? Yeah. Alright. And then... let's see. So... selling price is Horich. We'll go to Quadim. Still haven't found even one Necrosavant camp. There might be one somewhere around here. But since we've uncovered so much of the map, it's unlikely. Sandstorm is here, as well as Ambush Trade Routes. Yeah, I'll check this somewhat expensive cripple, I guess. I'm starting to over-recruit again, so that's potentially problematic. Okay, well, he is someone I might have kept around earlier, but is he someone I keep around now? Try to get that promise potential. No stars, absolute mean roll melee defense, 2-star melee skill 45. I think we can do better. He does have battle flow berserk though. Could be like a heavy two-handed hammer. But with this melee defense, even after the plus 15, it's... I don't know. He is also... oh, never mind, he's bright. So that disqualifies him already. Goodbye. Well, that makes my decision a lot easier. Okay, let's sell things, since selling price is nice. Probably. 21, yeah. We don't have much. Drive of Nomads at Wandering Tents, so do we already see that place? No, so that's a new one. We need to go like this, so probably skip. Ifrits, it's only one skull, but I think we just leave. Let's go to Sudarsande. Check these, but there's not going to be anything there. With these conditions, let's go to Sudarsande. Okay, 2 skull drive of Brigands southwest. So around here. That I could do. There's a 3 skull something. Destroy Thelox Grub. Northwest of Slitterberg. Probably skip. This place. Yeah, goblins. I hate goblins. Everyone hates goblins, surely. Surely absolutely everyone. In the world of Battle Brothers and outside of Battle Brothers hates goblins. So the issue with the contract is that I would need to come back here to get paid, of course, but I guess I'll take this. Oh, it's all over here, so that's close by. That's nice. But this is only a 2 skull, so it should be quite doable. Yeah, we'll just go in. And I fought so many highwaymen in this campaign, obviously, already, but I need to take a closer look at them to determine just how tough they will be if there's significant numbers. Anyways, is this a pure leveling fight? Kind of. Kind of, yes, I'd say. So I forget just how tough outlaws are. I'll leave out, like, let's see, the banner. Let's bring in Sven the axe. Let's bring in Mattis for someone. The crossbow is pretty good in these fights. So is Ludger. I definitely want the tactician in. I'll leave Ludger out. And let's bring Mattis. I'll leave Alvar out because he's not a cultist. And I'll leave Rainer naked here. Outside. Out of the fight. So yeah. Highwaymen, do they always come with shields? It seems like. So that really incentivizes having like a two-hand flail. Or axes. Or any kind of flail. But my preferable method would be a two-hand flail to deal with them. Okay, so Niels is someone who I'm not that saddened. If he does die, I can be taking risks with him, and also he's semi-sturdy. Not like fantastically so, but semi-sturdy. Hopefully they go for him, they do. At least one of them does. Alright, so I guess we'll advance pretty soon here. Yeah, if I had taken that nastier brigand camp fight, not sure how we'd fare against so many highwaymen. They are semi-tough opponents still. Anyways, I believe I'll go for this move for multiple reasons. Alright, so they're going for it. Now so are we. This will Blitzkrieg already? Is that too soon? Maybe it's too soon. How about just using Hold Steady for next round against these guys? Yeah, I'll just use the Blitzkrieg. So yeah, need to be a little bit careful with these new guys. But now we have the Blitzkrieg. Alright, can I get 3 allies? I can if I move like here and position these guys. Okay, who wants to die first? I guess you do. Never mind, you don't want to die. I'll leave this skill for Friduhelm, so let's move here and activate this again. Alright. Go for it, I guess. The allies, go for this guy. 69. Okay, and Horik. Let's see, you have long reach only so far. Well, do that. That's something. That is definitely something. Yeah, I believe I'll save the kill for Friduhelm. He has the Vanquisher, so... It'd be nice to have Vanquisher for this guy, so now we wait. And go for this. He has a shield, so probably want to keep using Bolas. He tried. Yeah, hitting these heater shield brigands is quite the ordeal. Even with 90 plus. Okay, use this again or no? I think no. Also, I should have waited with Dieter. Why the hell did I not wait? I have second wind. Whoops. I don't have that yet for this guy. Anyways, I guess it's no big deal since the fatigue cost is so immense. And get hit there by 32. Okay. Mattis the Thrower has been engaged. We're probably fine with that though. Move Esvik there to cover. Headshots are nice. I wish I had something to help with fatigue costs though. Yes, when? I actually want to demolish armor. I guess I might. I might want to try that. Eats it. Okay. Did I have the... No, I don't have shockwave. I'll still go for a... yeah, go for a stun on this guy. Okay, this guy is next. Fahad continues to carry with some luck. And I cannot reload because that's 5 APE. Now I can switch. Do I want to switch? I guess that does nothing. Fine. Do nothing then. Yeah, some of us would be definitely good enough against those elite brigands, but then again, like a third of the roster is currently such low level guys that I think I made the right call in skipping that fight. Or let's say fights, since I skipped the Necromancer location as well. Let's wait for this guy to come in range. Surely he still wants to fight. Oh, maybe he doesn't. Okay. Well, too bad if so. But let's get next to him so he has no choice. I also sent the dog. You may not leave. You may not leave, nor may you live. Yeah, nice yell. We're finally starting to get some use out of Mattis the Thrower, who's actually someone I might, yeah, I should maybe consider letting him go since he's kind of lackluster. At this point, he's taking up a roster spot. Moving in this stupid sand is so costly. So costly. Okay, I might even stoop as low as to buy a non-famed gun for Adelma. Which I don't believe I've done in a long while. Meant to say long while, but instead... well, it was close enough. Okay, let's kill this guy and be done here. Or you know what? Let's let him go. Let's let him go. I'm feeling merciful. Okay, Helmer levels. Okay, we find a free recruit. Well, let's see. You might as well join us. But luckily for you, if you suck, you don't have to stick around. And you do suck, so you don't have to witness anything you'd rather not see. Okay, Helmer, level 16. Resolve, hit point, and melee defense. I'm not going to Eckholz. Let's go to Kaivoder. We want to visit these locations again. Also, did I forget to get the indebted here at Quadim? I think I did. My brain just doesn't work. It's defective. It should be sent back to the factory. Sadly, the warranty has surely run out. Okay, now I'm looking for, I guess, still... well, damage dealers, yeah, but mostly a capable tank. This guy is not it. He is definitely not it. So yeah, since the roster is filling up, if I don't have casualties soon, Mattis here might be the one to go. Ludger is another candidate, as well as Rainer, the new guy, I guess. They all have something going for them, but then again, they might be the weakest links. Alright, what does Slayer mean? It means you're disloyal, yeah. So I'm looking for shields, range. So let's see. What exactly do I want for a tank? A lot of hit points, resolve, melee defense. Shield perk 3. Indomitable, ideally. And trained for underdog finesse. Something like that. And if I'm lucky, also like Steelbrow. What is that from? Vigorous. Yeah, Vigorous comes with the Indom. So Vigorous, trained, shields. And those stars stats. Okay, sure. I have the recruiter retinue, so I can waste some money, I suppose. Okay, I'll take this caravan because I want to spawn something, I think. But let's see what this other thing is. Rifle of Brigands. Okay, this one I skip. Selling price here should be... it's not okay. Well, I'll just take this caravan. Hopefully we spawn like a famed gun and a famed one-handed flail. And I'll be happy with that, but of course I could use something else as well. I have the money. I'll also switch the top lineup in case I miss getting attacked by something that's nasty. But I should go slowly this time, because if I get attacked by something that I can defeat, I would like to use some levelers in that fight. So I will go slow this time. Okay, so it's day 257. So this is probably the longest run I've ever done. Well, it's going to be. It's not quite yet. Yeah, Mano is here, the off-taker. Could be dumb. Do I feel lucky? I don't think I should currently waste the money on someone this expensive. But I'll still look for, I guess, those tanks out of some of these cheaper backgrounds. Can get lucky. Unlikely, but possible, I guess. Can this guy be dumb? No, he cannot. I have the cheat sheet open. Battlers cannot be dumb. That means cannot be converted. This guy would need to be dumb. I guess 65 is something I can afford. He has a lot of perk groups, but he's not dumb. He cannot be converted unless he gets brain damage. Come back when you have brain damage, please. Well, maybe not, since you were trait-wise not that fantastic. Let's continue. So yeah, despite this being a very long run, since it's so challenging, I continue to enjoy it. I'm that big of a fan of this game, of course. That is obvious, though. Considering how much I've played of it. I wouldn't play this had I not been having fun. If we find a cart, we have no time for this. I could be a prick and steal things. I could also help them out, which I believe can result in like a temporary injury. Okay, we are at Splitterberg. Let's see if there's anything here. I also saw a group of something. Odo 3 feet. Okay, so we have nomads. They're just chasing some peasants, though. They won't attack us, surely. Surely not. That is a pathetic group. Okay, since we have to split... Okay, I'll go slow again. What the... Surely you're not attacking us. What the hell, man? Okay, well, sure. I'll kill you. What the... First they run away, then they decide to die. What the... Why is... Is this the same group? I thought there were fewer. Well, would have been nice for leveling. Guess there's at least one leveler. Anyways, easy fight, so shouldn't complain, but I suppose my bad, because I did see that they were angry, confident. I should have switched in the levelers. Well, this is fine. Let's wait so that Fahad gets 2 attacks. Try to get this fight done quickly. That was probably the wrong target, but whatever. 69 into 89. Nice. Okay, Mattis gets a lucky kill there. Yeah, his range skill might be too low for me to want to keep him around for the long term. For now, he can stay. Okay, that's a round swing, if I can get there. Can I? Okay, dodges is a 30. Now that's exciting. It's going to be a fun one. Oh, you silly swords really didn't think this through, now did you? Okay, sadly the round swing is not going to be that impactful as they're pretty much demolished already. Well, it's still okay. Okay, let's go for it. Get wrecked, sir. Or sirs, I guess. Okay. Well, I'll go slow, and if we get attacked again, I'll put the levelers in this time. Didn't get any levels out of that. Yeah, I didn't. So, about to reach our destination. Hopefully we'll spawn something we want to buy. Weaponsmith and alchemist. Okay. Famed Warcleaver. It's not like the best cleaver. Definitely not the best. But I suppose we'll probably buy it, because we need one. So, weapon skills cost -2 fatigue. Now that's good. What is the other attribute that's enhanced? Lower weight, it seems. Ugh. There's also a pole hammer. -3 fat cost. And lower weight, it seems. There's also a famed dagger, which I probably leave here because I don't care. Well, it is annoying to get kind of a subpar famed weapon, but the situation does call for it. I have the money. And we need one. So let's finally give you a famed cleaver. And now the regular cleave attack is 6 fatigue, decapitate is 11. And no one is for now using this axe, but we do have a candidate for it. Alright, so I believe I'll leave this pole hammer here. Now, was there something else actually? No. Yeah, alchemist. No famed gun. So yeah, do I buy a regular one? It's 3k. I could try it out. I haven't had a gun in so long. Maybe. If I do end up going with guns, which I believe I would had I guns, then having a non-famed gun does also make some sense in that I have quick hands, backs and belts. ready to go. I mean, it's not that big of an investment. I could go for it. I could go for it. Okay, let's try it out, I guess. I don't usually stoop as low as buying non-famed equipment. Like, that's something a peasant would do. But sure. Okay, that does mean I need to completely rearrange with Edelmar. Let's try it out. Let's see how we feel about the gun. We do have wear them down. That should be very nice. Be nice if I also had overwhelm working, but I don't. Okay, so fire handgun. 3 AP, 4 fat. Reload is 6 AP. Alright. Gain reload orientation. Alright, so I can't use these because I don't have the ammunition equipped. I guess I'll leave them here at in his inventory though, so they don't take space. Switch that. Well, we shall see. We shall see how I feel. It's probably far better than the crossbow though. Okay, arena. Okay, cell swords. 6 mercenaries. So mercenaries are pretty weak in comparison to Legends mercenaries, I think. I think I'll probably take this. So who would go in? Peter. Is Geralt a good matchup? I guess kind of, but he'd get hit a lot. Randolph maybe. I think Friduhelm should sit out since he's level 8. Eswig. So these 3, I guess. And Eswig with a shield? Maybe? Maybe? Like this one? Okay, I will accept, I think. The money is not really an issue here, but the XP and... I don't know, mostly the XP. And I guess the arena traits eventually, if I get some. I guess as we will get the next one, the first one I mean. The arena traits are not something I want to spend my time training and grinding. But yeah, also I know, while I do smack talk mercenaries a lot, I cannot afford to underestimate them, so let's not get too careless here. So do I have a heavier helmet? Yes, I should do. Actually, I have a 300, right? Somewhere? Yes, let's use that instead. That's far better. Well, a little bit better. So did this guy have steel brow? No. Okay. I would have switched the helmets if so. It seems none of my Battleforged guys have steel brow. That's semi-worrisome. Because I'm going to fight orcs at some point in the run, I think. And, well, it matters in other fights as well. Did I equip those correctly? Yes, I did. Yeah, Randolph would also be good here, though. Is he better than Geralt in this? Maybe. Actually, while Randolph is... No, I don't know. Now, let's go with the famed weapon. Yeah. He'll be hit a lot, though, so I don't know. Is this smart? We'll see. Okay, yeah, I've smack-talked them, but this is not something I should underestimate by any means. Some nets. Okay. We'll back off 1 tile, I believe. So that's a 6 AP weapon, right? Yeah. So they do have the overwhelm. Kind of forgot about that. And we are all pretty slow, so that is worrisome actually. That is very worrisome. So we need to get some kills quickly in this fight. That is something that needs to happen, so hopefully Dieter can accomplish that. Well, everyone, except maybe Esvig. Anyways, back off. Also, they have some military picks. Those will annihilate our armor. God damn it. How about moving on this flank with these guys? It's a lot of fatigue spent. Would be better going up against these weapons with these two. I don't know. In hindsight, I think this probably wasn't worth the risk at all. If they manage to... Yeah, they have fast adaptation overwhelm, so that's pretty nasty. This is a pretty poor matchup, actually. For us. I want to conserve my fatigue, so let's not go too far. Peter has good defenses, though. Geralt doesn't. He'll probably rotate Geralt in with Esvig, but we'll see. Hopefully he can get a Berserk double hit. Hold that position. There. Okay, second wind is being wasted here. Okay, I suppose that's someone I want netted. That is not. Alright. I think I'll engage here with Esvig. I would engage there if I could get that far. Can I even dodge this? Maybe not. I don't want to move there, I guess. Maybe here is fine then. We'll engage this one with Geralt. Kind of annoyed this is a 4 AP weapon. Yeah, I don't know. 68. I'll probably get there. Be nice to tie these enemies down. Can you do it? Yes. You just need to break free. Come on, man. Okay. Go for this one or this one. There is some merit for going for this one, actually. Since this one is locked down. Actually, yeah, that's probably better. Can't be attacked by these weapons. These military picks are very nasty, though. Oh well, we need to deal with them. Okay, I can start smack-talking them again. You suck, guys. You just suck. Anyways, I could move back. I mean, they go down easy, but if they have numbers, then they're potentially very deadly. So maybe I did say a while back that they should maybe be buffed, but I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if it's a fair, normal fight, I say fair because you can field 12, then they're not that bad. But in a fight like this, a lot of things can go wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm rambling. Anyways, let's move back. And there's the overwhelming. I made the right call in bringing the shield. Also getting a bit lucky. Ether is doing well, though. Well, he has the parry. Okay. Berserk from this? No. That was to be expected. Oh, you have Vigorous Assault, do you? How did you attack me? I don't see Vigorous Assault, so how the hell? This is a 6 AP attack. Or was that a disarm? Yeah, disarm. Okay, that makes sense. So I shouldn't... Okay, I made a mistake. I should have abused the weighting mechanic there. Anyways, Dieter is doing very well. I guess everyone is. Anyways, let's see. Was that still a 5%? No, they have the fast adaptation. 6% misses. Destroy armor 15 hits. Yeah, that's fast adaptation for you. Well, I also have that. So your overwhelm eventually does nothing. Anyways, Geralt is disarmed. Well, if you keep disarming, at least you're not destroying my armor. Get punched, sir. The audience is very much enjoying that. So yeah, Dieter can parry and block and dodge, but if he's faced with more than one of these guys, then the overwhelms basically neutralize him. And once again. Okay. Well, they do get fatigued out. That does happen. Speaking of fatigue, how much is it if you get hit? It's 5 fatigue, it seems. Okay, there we go. I mean, that's amusing, but only because I'm winning this. Okay, let's go for, I guess, this one. Instead of going for 2. I don't know. Does this weapon have a split? No. Well, it's still better duelist-wise if I do go for this guy. Okay, 91 hits. This time he's apparently out of Beard Blade fatigue. Okay, there we go. So, in the end, went pretty well, but in hindsight, actually, I did underestimate them. I forgot they actually have that Overwhelm, which is pretty nasty. Overwhelm plus fast adaptation combination. Anyways. He probably has enough fatigue, since he's Berserk battle flowing, so let's go with hit points. Okay. So we have a couple of contracts. One Skull Drive of Nomads at Wandering City East. I don't know. Or Ifrits. I don't care about Ifrits, no thanks. Okay, there's a Cultist, and I do want an Indebted. Let's get Malik. Alright, so the Cultist is, of course, not fantastic. 3-star resolve, though. But no rally. Okay. You cannot replace my banner. So you need to go away. It seems. Okay, let's see about this cripple here. 2-star melee skill. Night Blind Ailing, 2-star range defense. Stars at 0 melee defense, no stars. Okay, I think I'll skip. He could be okay if he succeeds with Promise Potential and also rolls well. Let's check out this beggar next. Okay, 56, he's a dastard. 56 melee skill, no stars. 1 star melee defense, we can do better. Okay. Let's get incensed. These nets. Let's equip this guy with something. Okay, inventory is pretty full. So selling price here. 16. That's good enough. It ain't fantastic, but it will have to do. I'll probably use that dagger on a new guy. Okay, plenty of things to get rid of. I don't need this many of these helmets, nor do I need this many of these, nor do I need that. 108. Alright. That's pretty close to what I want. Okay, so 1 skull drive off. I think I pass. If it's an existing camp, that might actually scale it down, I believe, which I don't want that to happen. Let's just go to the hub, see if I can find something more. Something to buy, I mean. I see serpents. Okay, well, we can level there. We can also try out the new gun. Let's leave out Eswig. This is fine. Geralt was not hit in that fight, got lucky. Actually do it like that. I still sit someone out. I guess the banner is not needed here. Let's bring in Alvar. So yeah, Rainer, I'm not sure if I want to keep him, but yeah, let's keep him for now. But not in the lineup, question mark? Let's keep him out of this fight. Let's not underestimate snakes. Though it's probably going to be an entirely easy pushover of a fight. Finding the right amount of challenge is somewhat challenging at times. So like finding camps where you'd have enough challenge to enjoy the experience, but also not too much challenge so that it would ruin the campaign, at least for a while. In any case, okay, yes, the gun. Let's see. So it's been a while since I've even used a gun. Be from here. Something like that. Yeah, seems like the spot. Does it hit the spot though? So that is... let's see, how many? 4? That is 5. Yeah, I like it a lot more than the crossbows. Alright. So I guess I'm pretty happy I bought that in that case. Even if it's not famed. There we go, Frido Helm is starting to work. Hit the tiny snake head. Well, I guess it's not that tiny. So, does the combo work that well with the guns? That remains to be seen. I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. Probably get 2 kills for Geralt. Okay, Mattis, you're really not making a case for yourself to stick around long term. Well, there we go. It was kind of a joke. Yeah, guns are seemingly a lot better than crossbows. Okay, we get some levels out of that. Worth. Let's see. Frido Helm, level 9. Mean rolls both melee skill and melee defense. God damn it, Frido. And we take +5s here, so that's not bad. And we take the +2 melee defense. Alright. So he gets 2 more perk points. I have 2 things planned. Limb Frenzy is probably a yes, despite this low amount of melee skill. I'll mark it as blue though at this point. Second Wind is a yes, I think. Yeah, let's go get Second Wind. And I'll actually lower his rating by 1. He's now a C+. And let's mark it down that he's a Second Wind Lever, and also actually write it down here. Something like that. even if I don't need to be reminded of it. Okay, Horik, level 5. So did I still have... Yeah, Geralt. Just call you... that. Alright, Horik, level 5, like I said. So no weight pole armor is the thing that we'll go with, because unstoppable decisive. We'll get polearm mastery now. +3 melee defense. Okay, why did you start rolling those +3s when I already decided to go with polearms? But that's not bad. We can go frontline pole like Fahad. And we'll take +5 hit points. That was a nice level. Okay, next up, Alvar, level 4. Okay, gets the range defense. Gets the +2 melee skill and gets +3 resolve. That was not quite as nice. Alright, for now I will... It's going to be a while before I want him in the front line. Let's... Guess get Whirling Death and switch into a Pole Flail. Yeah. We might not keep Alvar long term. He's not bad, but yeah. And Mattis the same. Well, I've mentioned that multiple times. Is it already actually the time to let Mattis go? Maybe. It's a little bit unfair before he reaches his potential. Not the promised potential, but level 11 for a whopping 81 range skill. So perk-wise, yeah, he's pretty good. Star-wise, stat-wise, and trait-wise, no. I don't know. Sven, level 5. +2s. Oh, we'll take the hit points and the +2s, I guess. So I'm tempted by the fatigue. Can I... Or should I rather take it? When he doesn't have Berserk... Maybe not. Berserk unstoppable. Any kind of way apart from... Inspiring Presence to attack 3 times, it seems. With the axe that he's going with. I don't know. It's going to be... somewhat fatigue intensive still. So it is a max roll for the fat. But he's going nimble. He has battle flow as an option. He's going with decisive eventually. So I think I'll skip the fat. And let's take axe mastery. Okay. And we'll definitely wait before he's in the front with this famed weapon. Now let's scout the desert a bit. I guess I can take a look at the Field of Bones. Is that something we can do reliably? At this stage of the run, I mean, it's sad, kind of, in a way, that we have to think about these decisions still. Three champions, many ancient honor guards, and an ancient centurion. Okay, nasty fight actually, but potentially lucrative. So, weapon-wise, we have, well, not fantastic, but decent options of dealing with them. It's still very deadly, though, obviously. The gun kind of works, I think. If Esbik is in, which he should probably be in, he should have different equipment. Or I should wait. Is this worth the risk? How big is the risk? So how many of those things are there? Potentially 18 plus the Centurion. That's a lot. That is a lot. Camps are really difficult in Hardened. Honor guards, they're terrifying opponents. Alright, I'll once again, sadly, be cowardly. Let's go for something that's a bit more reasonable. Oh, we finally find our Necrosavants, but it's a very, very nasty place. Don't think we can do it. A Necrosavant Lord champion, and lots of Necrosavants. Now they aren't nimble unless Hardened has given them nimble. And they can be stunned, unlike in Legends, at least. I don't know, my memory sometimes fails me, but I think in Legends you cannot stun Necrosavants. But yeah, that's a similar situation to this. While I would like to have the cocaine, it's very tough. Very, very tough. But now we know it's there, so that's nice. Okay, ambush trade routes. Alright, so we can get lucky with some of this lower tier background if I find a tank candidate. So I'll check them out with the tryout method. And nice traits. Okay, sure, you're cheap enough for me to actually pay you. Earlier on, pretty nice, yes. Is this nice enough? Probably not. 54 2-star melee skill. 1-star melee defense 6. He rolled semi-poorly apart from the melee skill, as far as I can see. I think we can do better. Not bad, but yeah. Enjoy your money. I wonder how viable Rainer is in the later game. I mean, it is day-wise late game, but is this run-wise late game? I guess it is early late game. At one of these points I'll take again a nasty fight. And then people will die. Okay, semi-similar to the last guy. This guy has Iron Lungs, 1-star, 56 melee skill. 3-star initiative. Okay, well, I'll take this Drive of Nomads. It's a 2-skull. Let's level again. Clear this condition from this place. We might stick around the south for a bit more. So if the camps continue to present us with a lot of challenges, then maybe there's no point. Sell things before we go. Also, I might sell, yeah, like one of those. this point. That can go actually. 30 helmet. 190 can go. 19 weight. 200. That can go. Alright, let's see about this. Oh, it's this place. Did we see that earlier? I think we did. But now it should be something we can handle. Which earlier, when we saw it the first time, it wasn't. Yeah, that is very easy. Extremely easy. Alright, well, it's a leveling fight. Unless the game, like, gives me Ifrits there as well, which it might. Alright, let's see. So, just go with the same lineup. On a 7th Rainer in. So, I have 2 non-cultists. I'll let Rainer go. I mean, he's not bad. He's a pretty good pole armor candidate. If I purchase balls, if he gets converted, I don't know. I currently don't really want 3 pole armors, do I? 94. 94 is good. It's more than Fahad at level 17. And that gets better with pattern recognition. Am I being dumb? Again, is the quality of being dumb something that goes away and comes back? Let's I'll keep him around. Even in these easy fights, we've seen someone can die, but let's not level him. Or will we? I want to see the gun here as well, though we don't need it. So who would sit out? I want to level the frontliners to an extent, so they continue to get a little bit better. And let's just go with this. One thing I don't have, of course, is a dedicated net thrower either. There's so many things that I could have, but I don't. Don't have a 2-handed hammer. Don't have a 2-handed mace. Don't have an archer. Though I wouldn't want an archer anymore, I guess, unless he's like a god archer. Anyway. Surely people will still die in this campaign, and we'll get to experience new recruits. Wait. Let's go in here. And actually, there is probably fine as well. I believe in Dieter's abilities to survive these guys. So there's a chance of getting hit by the pole mace, but that's not that bad when you have Dieter's parry. 65 plus to melee defense. No, it's 60. Why is it 60 instead of 65? Does the swiftness not count? Is that a bug or am I... Oh, base attribute. Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay, well, it's not a bug. Alright, you want to be rotated or something? I have second wind for Friduhelm. He's not as sturdy as Dieter. So waste it. Just waste it. Seems we rushed them with the Blitzkrieg ability. Okay. That's not as fun or easy, but it's fine. I like it. Don't quite love it without a famed gun and better range skill, but I like it. Okay, I'll go ahead and advance like here. And then we get allies. Yeah, it should probably be Mattis who is the first one to get dismissed if I decide to dismiss someone. Against certain opponents is going to be useful, but how useful in comparison to someone else? So I should go here for Fahad. Fine. And you can go for this guy. Guess you lock them down if you can. So I'm going to attack this guy, so stunning him is not that great. But did I have this? No, I don't. Well, get the lucky one on that. Having a gun might have made a difference in... So what does this do for firearms? Firearms have +1 maximum range. Should try that. Anyways, having a gun might have made a difference in that nasty nomad camp that we did where we suffered those casualties. That was a close call. That wasn't a close call. This is definitely a learning experience. Hardened, I mean. The thing is, though, it gets rebalanced and changed quite a bit, in a pretty rapid schedule. So things, I don't know. I guess most of the things that I learn here will apply longer term. There's also going to be a huge update for Reforged soon. I'm quite a bit ahead of the YouTube release schedule. Okay, I wouldn't even be that sad if Mattis here got killed. So if you guys wanna do it, it's fine with me. If you'd like. Seems you won't have the chance, though. Oh, Randolph, you get fatigued out so easily. If I can find like a -3 fat cost. Famed. Obviously famed. Well, then hopefully things will be better. Or different, rather. Miss. What were the chances, by the way? This is outlaw. Is this guy shield walling? Yes. 27, 56, 82. Having like 2 famed guns would be nice. Especially with overwhelms. Well, maybe one day. Maybe one day. A man can dream. Second wind there. 95 miss there. Yeah, this level of melee skill is not really working for us. Oh well. Does he still have that? No, he doesn't have the formidable approach bonus. Okay, let's try to save Mattis. Despite what I said. Let's do something for it. For him. I mean. Okay, are you going to hit him in the head? No, you're going to hit him in the body, so he's alive. I don't know if a headshot would have even killed, but would have been a better chance. Well, better luck next time. Okay, but come on. There we go. So if I use this now, let's see. 1, 1. So it goes this far. Okay, it just allows me to shoot further, not that it actually expands the cone. Well, it would be kind of perhaps OP. It's already probably the best weapon choice. So, yeah. Okay, Mattis ironically gets a level. He is now level 8. Gets 2 perk points. Okay, +5. He's making a case for himself again. Get hit points and I'll get resolve because of the fearsome possibilities. And now we get fast adaptation might actually make sense. I don't know. 82 still projected. Do I have too many perks planned? Let's see. Seems I have one more perk than I can get. Whoops, if so. Well, we can skip something. Maybe it is the fearsome, in which case this resolve is... Well, maybe Headhunter, yeah. Maybe Headhunter is the one I skip. Okay, let's take Berserk Battle Flow, I think. Not sure if the best choices, but it's fine. Okay, the thing is, if I find camps out here in the wilds, it seems it's pretty likely I can't actually take them on reliably. I'll still scout this area again. I've done that in the past, but there's... yeah. Yeah, this is so much tougher than the contract camp. But this is... I say doable, but lots of outlaws. Is that too many again? There's 2 champions as well. Several archers. Those are actually terrifying to face. Even if it's night time. Oh, Hardened. Okay, I hate to say it, but I think we skip again. It's a little bit too many. It's easier than the one... I think it's easier than the one we fought here. Maybe a little bit easier. A few executioners plus executioner champion. That's up to 4 executioners. I believe this would be a win, probably, but the casualties are not worth, even with the champions being there. Aslam the Master Archer. Even the regular Nomad Archers are quite deadly. And of course the 16 to 21 Outlaws. Okay. I am saddened, but let us once again let cooler heads prevail, so they don't get cut off or smashed into pulp. Can I beat Hardened's scaling? I want to be able to do basically every camp. Eventually, I would imagine that we can do that, despite all of these difficulties that we are facing, being day 200 plus and all. Once we have a stellar group of experienced veterans who are also high up in the candle acquirement. Anyways, I will, I guess, wait for daytime. And we'll get these, I believe, though we aren't really making much of a profit, if any, but we are on that ambition, yeah. So, still, we continue to level up in the easier fights. There's probably a mod that lets you like mark items you want to keep. I should look into it. So the selling is a little bit more manageable, easier, faster. In any case, I believe we are done here. I mean, there might be a camp here that's so close to civilization that it's easy enough that even my cowardly cultist heart feels confident enough. So I'll take a look. So it's day 262. So it has been, let's see, 13 days since the sacrifice. Okay, well that is easy enough. Okay, finally we find something I can do. It's kind of a leveling fight as well. Kind of. Desert Stalkers though. And a Blade Dancer. Let's leave out Mattis. Let's bring in Esbig for someone. Probably. Maybe leave out Alvar. Once again, I don't want to underestimate even these easy fights. I'll leave out the banner though. I believe, well, then again. Well, Esbig is more impactful, I believe. Ludger I will sit out. So these two... Rainer still hasn't partaken in anything. Well, maybe he gets his chance. Sometime. Somewhere. Somehow. Okay, so 14 only, but there are these desert stalkers. They are going for Esbig. Well, you go ahead and do that. He's nimble. With good armor. In this origin specifically, I think Ideally, you would have a nearly full lineup of nimble guys, but it hasn't worked out that way for us. I'll go ahead and advance there. Oh, there's a boulder. Well, damn. We'll go here. See ya. Alright, so I am going to advance at some point. Is now the time? I guess I can go this far. They seem to not want to move. Yet. It's also possible that I'm a little bit disheartened by all of the mistakes and casualties that we've had, so I could be doing those fights without... oh, whoopsie daisy. Just as I said that, I make a mistake like that. Anyways, it's fine. But yeah, maybe I could be far more brave. This doesn't really help, does it? Maybe I could be more brave and it would actually work out well for us. But it's also possible that that would not be the case. And Niels, do I dare make this move? I think I do dare. It's a little bit of a bolder move. And once again, I could be playing this a lot better, but since this is easy enough, I think I'll be fine with the suboptimal autopiloting level play. Making mistakes. I think that's probably where I want to go. Okay, so that's 4, and that's also 4. Well, let's go for this. Yeah, I should really focus in the next Reforged run I do to make a gunner. I'm liking this a lot. I guess in Legends as well, if Legends ends up being the next run. Anyway. I don't want to be next to knives, but maces are probably fine. Scimitar. So I'll be hit a lot if I move here. But it might be fine. Might be fine. It's probably fine. Hit a lot, but it's going to armor. Sure. Stunned, but I waited because I'm a dirty cheater. Alright, that's not good. Shit's on fire, yo. Okay, let's move here. Still a Bit of a risk, even this fight. He moves in, he moves out. Yeah, I have lost a lot of armor. But it's all armor damage, so yeah. We can accept the tool costs, I guess. No point in moving, I don't think. Okay, time to rotate, probably, but let's wait first. Off with your hedge. Either is working pretty well with this new cleaver, even though it's not optimal. Alright, move on out of there. You're trying to get away. Might succeed, sadly. What the hell are you doing? I continue to be surprised by the AI. Well, why not? Why the hell not? You're off. Off to the races, it seems. Okay. Yeah, he'll get away. Alright, 2 levels. Alvar, level 5. Plus 3 melee defense, plus 3 melee skill, plus 4 hit points. Pretty good. Now takes Flail Mastery. So yeah, the conversion, we have 2 candidates. I don't know. I'm having trouble making decisions. We also have another level, Niels, level 8. Plus 3 melee defense, plus 3 melee skill. And more fat, I think. Yeah, more fat. Be fatter. Feast upon the souls of your enemies. Okay, let's take Shockwave. Probably. There's some options here that I probably will take, but maybe not. Like Unstoppable. Not sure how well that will work out for him. Unstoppable and Combo. Combo does work with this, but fatigue will be an issue despite the 3 stars. Anyways, I'll take Shockwave. And I will take Bone Breaker. let's see. So this armor was pretty damaged. Do I have... Yes, I do have a similar one. Okay. Let us carry on. Hyena tracks. Hyena parts would still be nice. They're not necessarily the best attachment. But they could still be used. They're pretty far. They're pretty old tracks. I'll leave them be. Rainer suffers bruised leg. As you tread down the slope of a dune, Rainer loses his footing and starts to slide down. Well, I guess since he's naked, and that's my fault, it's understandable to an extent. He probably doesn't even have shoes. He yells out for help, flailing as he tumbles downward. Each tumble gains speed and air, every roll of the limbs seemingly arcing him higher into the air than the last. Despite the silky slipperiness of the dune's slope, the bottom of its valley is a hard firmament, and the sellsword grinds across it until he comes to a complete stop. He's not dead, but comes away a little banged up, with scrapes, bruises, burns, and a hint of embarrassment. Be careful, you fool! Okay, we find nothing else here. Once again, they want us to drive off nomads. There's some gladiators. They would need to be dumb. Can they be dumb? Yes, they can. It feels like a waste of money. But we have gotten lucky with the dumbness before. Okay, no one's dumb. Check out some of these lower tier ones. Looking for nice traits and the tanking perks. This guy might even be usable. Otherwise, I don't know. Would be nice to be able to see the stars. I'm not going to get the tryout mod. I think there's like at least a couple of them. Maybe even more than that. It's default feature in Legends, I believe. So he is dexterous for +5. He is also a tactician, which I don't really care about though. He can do berserk. I don't know. Impatient dexterous with these. Could be a shield sergeant as well. Just takes the shield sergeant from tactician if so. Maybe the backup plan. I mean, if he rolls well, then he's going to be endgame material. Okay, fine. I did try you out. Let's waste some money again. 69. No stars. 69 no stars might still be good enough. At least if he rolls well with these initial levels. Okay, projected 89. 32. 1 star melee defense. 7. Resolve is not fantastic. That will get fixed though. Well, let's see how he levels. +3 melee skill. +2 melee defense. Okay, text resolve. Can he do it again? He cannot. Okay. This is a close one. Is this worthwhile? To keep around at this point? 74, he's now projected 88. We can definitely do better, but is this good enough? But at this point, maybe get rid of the thrower or Rainer, if so. Dang it. Why do I do this to myself? I could have just not tried anyone out. So as a damage dealer, he's okay. If he continues rolling decently. Well, starts rolling decently, maybe. Is the better way to phrase it. But he'll be hit a lot, despite projected 30 melee defense. 65 hit points with a star. Probably nimble. Also, actually, does he need to be dumb? Yeah, I'm dumb. Yes, he does need to be dumb, and he's not dumb. Never mind. I'm stupid. Okay, you can go away. That was a waste of money. Oh dear. Okay, 5 retired desert bandits. We can do this, surely. Let's check the armor situation. Yeah, we can do it. Welp. I need to focus on what I'm doing. Losing 3,000 is not nothing, even at this stage. Go with these 3, I guess. I could also bring Fridu Helm instead of someone, but I'll go with these 3. Also, one thing I wish were there is that this screen would also say what you're going to face. Alright, let's back off, probably. Yeah, I don't know. Let's back off 1 tile, get some vigilant. Maybe I should have brought a shield again for Eswig. I believe now we engage. Sadly, this guy's shield walling. That's very annoying. That's a lot of defense. Do we engage, actually? We could still back off. Okay, I'll back off. I'll be a coward. You guys can move on us if you'd like. Is that something you're interested in? It is. Okay, hello. That was only a 49. 44, 49. Yeah, shield walling. That would be a berserk if this landed. I don't think I want to try that though. For a couple of reasons. And you're a duelist. So we go up against 1. Okay. Alright, fine. In Geralt we trust. There's some nice pocket sand you have there. It would be a shame if something were to happen to it. A real shame. Oh look, it's gone. Oh no. Rude. Well, I guess I had it coming. Okay. So we'll skip this one. Though I could level there, I guess. I don't know. Once again, sell things. I'll sell this heavy challenge. I'm not going to use those, am I? The bolas. And I'll sell these, probably. So I'm building a flail, guys. I guess I keep this three-headed flail. It's going to be a duelist as well. Sword lance. Am I going to use that on Auric? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. It's way too intensive fatigue-wise. I'll sell it. Okay, at this point I am convinced that I want to do gunning. So I guess I sell these crossbows. You can get more if I somehow get another guy who's going to be a crossbow. So by the way, do you have another gun for me? You do. Okay, I suppose I will splurge. Okay, fine. And that means I also sell the crossbows. Maybe keep like one of them, just in case. Go with something like this. I'll keep one goblin crossbow. Is that something I want? I think so. So in some cases I might consider using that. Knock someone off of something. Maybe. So I have another one of these. Yeah, I can sell one since I'm not using them. Okay, there we are. And now we get out of the south, I believe. Yes. Okay, back to Splitterberg. Ambition done. So Splitterberg, and then we shall see. Okay, I see goblin tracks. Goblin raiders. Okay, it's kind of a leveling fight. We'll take it. We'll take the goblin fight. This is damaged, but it's fine-ish. This is damaged. I could also sit Esvik out, but he's very good in this fight. Let's give him like another helmet. Probably 84. I don't know, maybe it's fine to have that. We can pull him back if he gets hit in the head too much. Alright. Blitzkrieg. And onslaught. So someone is getting netted here, almost guaranteed. But I'll try to get the nets. I'm also getting rather hungry. Stomach is growling and grumbling. Okay, 3, but this goes down to 1. Alright. That should be okay. Move in like here. Gonna get netted, sadly, but too bad. Too bad. Well then, I guess I'll do this. Well, I now want to move with Fahad. That means no 2 attacks. Unless I do that. Nice try, buddy. Oh, who had a net? Well, someone did. Unable to break free. Okay. Rude. Please stop. Thank you. See ya. Do I even want to catch up with this one? I'll let them go, I think. Not something I usually do. There we are. Horic levels. Level 6. +4 melee skill. +4 fat. And +2 melee defense. And... okay, well, I have some things planned. I guess I'll go with decisive now. Over the double strike. Yeah, the double strike won't do much until I have leverage or unstoppable or both. Take decisive. And nomads. Okay, well, we will kill them next time. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you then.